Hey, welcome back. My name is Scott, and this is another My Bourbon Journey review. So if you're new to this channel and you're looking for different types of whiskey reviews, such as bourbons and ryes, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So today I'm going to be doing a review of a rye whiskey. This is from a local distillery out of Cambridge, Wisconsin. The distillery's name is Dancing Goat Distillery, and this is their Limousin rye. So just a little bit of information on this. This is a 92 proof or 46% ABV rye whiskey. I believe it's a 2-year rye, and I don't know exactly what the mash bill is. I believe this is a 100% rye whiskey though. So again, this is out of the state of Wisconsin, Cambridge, Wisconsin, Dancing Goat Distillery, and this is their Limousin rye. So just a little bit of information also with that. The Limousin is actually the style or the type of the barrel that it is. So that's where the name kind of comes from. So there is an actual Limousin wood that the rye is finished in. So I thought that was kind of interesting with that. So as normal, what I'd like to try to do is we'll get into the color, we'll go through the nosing, we'll go through the taste, and then the finish, and then we'll do a little bit of a rating, and then availability, and kind of all of that. So also the guys over at Dancing Goat Distillery, back in late December of last year, they were nice enough to, or Travis was nice enough to take myself and my dad on a private tour of this place. And I have to say, you know, they're doing some really fantastic things over there. This is a distillery in a smaller town that's really doing some great things. And as you'll see as we go through the review, their rye whiskey is really on point, I would say, with that. So they've got some great things, great equipment, great things just changing over there as well. So why don't we go ahead and we'll get into the review. So as you can see, this is a really nice kind of a light, and again, this is a 2-year rye, but a really nice kind of a light honey type of color to that. So let's go ahead and we'll get into the nose. So I did take some notes the other night. Again, I was having a little bit of this and decided to take some notes on that. Again, fantastic rye. So let's go ahead and we'll get into the nosing of this. So yeah, like I was getting the other night, like right away, kind of you're getting a lot of the cinnamon, the honey, the vanilla. You're getting that nice rye spice that was there. You know, a little bit of the oak. It's a sweeter nose. It is a sweet mash versus a sour mash process. So my experience with the sweet mash is they seem to, or tend to be, a little bit on the sweeter side of things. I don't know if that's just a coincidence or what, but the sweet mash versus the sour mash process is a little bit more involved, labor intensive. Sweet mash it's a new process each time they're producing something, versus a sour mash, you've got holdover from each process that's put into a new batch that continues to process that. So that's the difference between the sweet and the sour. Again, the sweet meaning it's a new process each time. Sour mash, they're taking, you know, parts of that and combining that with the newer batch. So then you go through that process. Therefore, you get the sour mash process. So again, the sweet mash that I've had, and really of the two ryes that I've had, this and Peerless are both sweet, and they were really on the sweeter side for me. So far with the nose. So again, back to the nose, it is sweet and kind of floral. Yeah, you get a little bit of that kind of that light sweet like char to it as well. Definitely vanilla, definitely some cinnamon. The floral notes are really coming through. Really nice sweet nose. So let's go ahead and we'll get into the taste. Cheers. So yeah, a lot of the taste on this you get right away. Not much burn. Again, only 92 proof, so not a lot of heat to that. But again, right up front, you were getting the cinnamon. Definitely that like nice sweet rye spice that's kind of coming through. Fair amount of like kind of vanilla. Some, again, the floral note kind of comes through a little bit that it was on the nose, but very, very kind of a sweet rye. I think they've done a really, really good job with this. You're not getting a lot of the, you know, earthiness or the young kind of grassiness that you tend to get with younger whiskeys, ryes or bourbon. So, you know, again, I don't know if that contributes, you know, from the sweet mash process or simply just the quality of the product that it is. So that could, you know, just simply translate into their process, the type of whiskey that they're making, and you know, these are the results. And I'll tell you, they've done a really, really nice job with this. So, you know, I'll put their description in the link below. So if it's something you you know, want to check out, you know, feel free to do so. If you're able to get this, if you're local, I highly recommend, you know, getting it. And again, I'll go through a little bit more of the flavor profile and stuff here in a minute. But you know, if you can find something from them, you know, go ahead and pick that up. They've really done a nice job. It's a really quality, you know, product. And I believe this is right around the $40 range. So again, you know, really, really good rye. So let's get back to this. I'm gonna take another taste. We'll see what else we have there. So again, you got the cinnamon, the floral notes, that honey is there. It's fairly viscous. It coats the mouth really well. The flavor just kind of stays right there on the palate. So that's really, really nice. You get that nice kind of just rye spice that's sitting there. Nothing that's super overpowering. Just really, really nice. So, you know, clean. But again, that sweetness really wants to come out. So, you know, it's a great sipping rye. You know, this might really hold up very well, like in a Manhattan, something that's a little of a more of a sweeter type of drink. But a fantastic rye whiskey. So I highly recommend this. So finish wise, you know, I would say this is medium to long. That nice sweet rye is there. You get a little bit of a kind of a tobacco type of note there as well. But really nice and actually fairly long for the most part, I would say. The longer I kind of talk, you know, it just kind of continues to sit there, not only on the kind of the mid palate, but the back, but very pleasant. There's nothing harsh about this at all. And I would say that probably contributes a lot to just the people that are producing this over there. Travis has done a fantastic job along with everybody else. They're really doing some nice things. And the product that they're putting out, you know, clearly they're doing some great things based on this. So it's nothing that you would ever, I guess, think was only, you know, 2 years old. So, and if I'm wrong, hopefully somebody will correct me on the 2 years, but I thought I remembered during the tour that this was a 2-year rye. So, and right now this is the only, in terms of whiskeys that they're producing, is a rye, no bourbon yet. I thought, talking with Travis, that was something that was maybe down the road that they would try to do. So clearly they're a distillery. In talking with them, that's very progressive, meaning I think they want to try some different types of things, get some other stuff out there at some point. But you know, this is kind of their flagship product right now. So So with that being said, leave me some comments. If you have had this, I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts. If it's something that you think maybe you might try to pick up or something along those lines, I really appreciate, any feedback. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, all of that good stuff. But yeah, I can't recommend, them, more. They've done a good job. They're great people over there. So if you are semi-local and you want to take a run through their distillery, just go ahead and contact them, and I'm sure they'd be happy to run you through there. So they're doing some fantastic things. So again, so a little bit of information just to recap on this. This is from Dancing Goat Distillery. This is their Limousin rye. This is a 92 proof rye whiskey. This is a sweet mash rye whiskey opposed to a sour mash. They're out of the state of Wisconsin, Cambridge, Wisconsin. Price point on this again was about $40 US. I don't know their full distribution. I know they're relatively local, maybe into some of Illinois and some of the surrounding states. But again, I'll have their information linked in the description below. So, and again, leave me some comments, subscribe, all of that kind of stuff. So I really appreciate all of that. So we'll see you next time. Cheers.